Hey everyone, thank you for joining. I'm here on behalf of our research team to present our title comparative analysis of machine learning method for classifying adaptability and sustainability in Indonesia. This work is a collaboration between researchers from Bina Nusantara University in Indonesia, including Emni Hanayosi, Pandu Dwi Luhur Pambudi, Mada Irma Lestari, Stephen Walker Simauso, and myself, Ida Tintosari, together with Natapa Kamnisampan from the National Tsinghua University of Technology, Taiwan. Before that, here is a brief overview of today's presentation. I will start with the research background, followed by the problem statement and motivation. Then I will describe our data collection process and machine learning framework, along with the feature engineering step and evaluation setup. After that, I will present the experimental result and compare the performance of the models. I will also highlight the case finding and their implication, and finally conclude with the main takeaway and potential direction for future. In it, Adi, we begin by recognizing that modern operate in increasingly volatile environment, regulatory shift, economic fluctuation, and rising stakeholder expectation create conditions where adaptability becomes critical for long-term sustainability. Real literature highlight that accounting conservatism helps strengthen investor trust during uncertain periods, while sustainability reporting has become an important mechanism for demonstrating corporate responsibility and resilience. However, the relationship between uncertainty, conservatism, and sustainability is a complex and non-linear. As a result, firms might respond differently, some proactively adjust and become alert, while others remain passive. This dynamic suggests the need for analytical approach capable of capturing multidimensional and nonlinear patterns. This is where machine learning becomes relevant, and traditional econometric models often struggle to detect such complex behavioral distinction. Therefore, our research positions classical machine learning method as suitable tools to evaluate stream adaptability beyond conventional approach. This slide presents the problem that motivate our study in Indonesia firm are operating in an increasingly uncertain environment driven by economic volatility, regulation shift, and rising stakeholder expectation. Because of this, adaptability has become essential. However, the relationship between uncertainty, accounting conservatism, and sustainability is highly complex and nonlinear. As a result, it becomes difficult to differentiate firms that respond to proactively that we call alert, those that remain more passive or inert. That traditional indicators and statistical methods are often unable to capture the multidimensional pattern behind this behavior. This limitation create creates a clear gap which motivates our research. we aim to explore whether classical machine learning models can be better represent this nonlinear dynamics and to examine which feature combination provide the strongest predictive capability. Try to investigate this issue. We construct a comprehensive dataset of basic published on the Indonesian Stock Exchange, covering 12 industry sectors and totaling 2009 per year observation from 20 and 21 to 20 and 23. The indicator will grow to three dimensions: strategic, operational, and environmental. All data were obtained from publicly available resources such as annual reports, sustainability reports, and audited financial statements. This slide presents the end-to-end framework used in our machine learning pipeline. We began by organizing the indicator into strategic, operational, and environmental dimension, which were later combination into several feature set for comparison. After preparing the dataset, we implemented standard processing procedure and process with three classical machine learning models. First, regression, the second supervector machine with an RBF kernel, and last, random forest. Each model was trained and optimized using cross-validation upper hyperparameter tuning and finally assessed using widely adopted performance metrics. This slide gives a closer look at the specific steps inside our feature engineering and evaluation process. We for feature set X, Y, Y, Z, X, Z, and X, Y, Z to test how different dimensions contribute to model accuracy. The preprocessing step involves cleaning inconsistent entries, normalizing scales, encoding categorical value, and inputting missing data. To address class imbalance between alert and inner frame, we apply mode to solely on the training portion. For model evaluation, the dataset was divided into an 80 and 20 split. Hyperparameter tuning was performed automatically using grid search GP, and reliability was strengthened through five-fold cross-validation. The final assessment relied on accuracy, precision, recall, one score, and confession metric interpretation. Here we present the experimental research across all feature set and models. Logistic regression performed relatively well on the EZ combination, but declined noticeably on the other. SVM or supervector machines are very stable, but models cut across a feature set, indicating that it is not highly sensitive to feature variation. Meanwhile, random forest consistently outperformed the other model, reaching its best performance when using the full equation feature set. This suggests that incorporation and all three dimensions strategic, operational, and environmental provide the richest information for classifying alert basis in the firm. This slide compares the performance of the three machine learning models across all feature set. This result show the that random forest is clearly the top performing model, achieving the highest accuracy and F1 score regardless of which feature combination is used. This indicates its strong ability to capture nonlinear interaction in the data. Supervector machine shows stable but moderate performance with score that remain almost identical across all features. This stability suggests that SVM is not highly sensitive to variation in the input feature. Meanwhile, logistic regression performs reasonably well only the exact feature set, but its performance decline on the more complex combination like X, Y, X set, and especially the full X, Y set. Overall, the forest stand out as the most reliable and robust model based on both the numerical result and the variance plot shows on the right set of side. From this result, several important findings emerging. First, random forest consistently delivers the strongest predictive performance, confirming its superiority in modeling complex and linear relationship. Second, the XYZ feature set with combined strategic, operational, and environmental indicator produce the highest accuracy and F1 score, suggesting that firm adaptability is best explained when all three dimensions are considered together. SVM remains stable but moderate, while logistic regression performs based on a simpler feature set but struggle with dimensional combination. This also reinforces the idea that adaptability depends on multidimensional factors. In terms of managerial implication, firms with stronger innovation, operational efficiency, and environmental performance tend to be more adaptive. The model can support data-driven decision-making in governance, sustainability, and risk assessment. Organizations should improve their reporting quality to strengthen transparency, and policymakers can apply this framework to identify resilient firms in volatile environment. To conclude, our analysis shows that the forest is the most reliable and robust model for classifying firm adaptability and sustainability in Indonesia. The full XYZ feature combination provides the richest information and result in the highest predictive accuracy. The use of smart and grid certificate significantly improve fairness, stability, and overall model performance. Most importantly, the study confirmed that from adaptability arises from nonlinear interaction across strategic, operational, and environmental factors, highlighting the need for analytical tools that can capture this complexity. For future work, there are several promising directions. One possibility is explore deep learning model or hybrid ensemble method to achieve even higher accuracy. The dataset can also be expanded to include additional year for industry or even cross-country comparison. Another improvement is to incorporate richer features such as ESG metrics, financial relation, or real-time indicators. Finally, this framework can be developed into a real-time adaptability scoring tool, providing early warning effect for corporate decision makers in dynamic environment. That concludes my session. Thank you for your attention.